Now, most people know about Switzerland's amazing luxury tourist trains, the Bernina and Glacier Expresses, but what if I told you you could ride the very same routes with the same mesmerising alpine views for a fraction of the price? Well, stay tuned and that's exactly what I'll show you today. Welcome back to Chur in the east of Switzerland. This is the capital and largest city in the Swiss canton of Grisons. It lies in the Rhine Valley and has a population of 35,000 residents. If you don't speak English, be sure to turn on the subtitles below as they're translated into 140 languages. So let's head to the station and get this trip started. Today's journey will see us ride the meter gauge Rheichen Railway from Chur up to 6,000 feet in the stunning Swiss Eastern Alps to the millionaire's playground resort that is St. Moritz. The modest Bahnhof Chur has some ticket machines and a few shops on this central underground walkway underneath all the platforms. Lifts are available for step-free access, but we'll just take the stairs up to the platform. I need the exercise. Today we'll be hauled by this RHB GE 4-42, a meter gauge electric locomotive which has a power output of 1,650 kilowatts and a maximum speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Trailing this is a single first-class coach where I'll be travelling today, followed by a rake of second-class coaches, a luggage and bike coach, and finally a cab car / multi-function coach on the rear, which also houses the accessible facilities. Okay, let's board. There is a gap from platform to train and then 3 steps up, but the stations all have wheelchair lifts, so if you require use of this, speak to a member of staff. First class is laid out in a 2+1 configuration with all seats in bays of 2 or 4. Also, just look at the large, fully opening windows, which I'm very much thankful for. You will be too when you see the upcoming scenery. Luggage can be stored on the stacks at the carriage ends or alternatively on the overhead racks above the seats. Before departure, let's take a look at this evening's route across southeast Switzerland between Chur and St. Moritz. Unsurprisingly, in the land of clocks, watches and a near-perfect train system, we depart precisely on time at 5:58 p.m. This Interregio 38 service, which will see us cover a distance of 90 kilometres in a scheduled travel time of 2 hours and 2 minutes. Full fare, advanced purchase, first class tickets on this train start from 60 Swiss francs, while second class starts from 35-40 Swiss francs. Children between the ages of 6 and 16 get a 50% discount on these prices and under 6s travel free. I know this is expensive, but this is Switzerland. These prices are already a big saving on what you'd pay for the Bernina and Glacier Express tourist trains. But remember I said you can save big? Well, Interrail and EU Rail passes are valid on all RHB trains and there's no need for a reservation, you can just hop on and sit in any free seat. Other options are the Swiss Rail Pass, Unlimited Daily Ticket or Half Fare Card. I'll link all these options in the description below so you can work out what's best for you. Here's a little taster of the open window panoramic shots on this trip, and these ones aren't even half as good as the ones coming up later in the video, so stay tuned. This video is sponsored by Level 8, Luggage of the Year for 2024. Ever since I got my first Level 8 case over 2 years ago, I wouldn't travel without one. Currently I'm using the stylish 20-inch Gibraltar carry-on, which is made from aerospace grade magnesium alloy. It features ultra-quiet 360-degree durable spinner wheels for effortless movement and heavy-duty dual TSA approved locks. There is also a lifetime warranty for absolute peace of mind on endless adventures. Level 8 are offering my viewers a special discount of 10% off every order. Just click the link in the description below and use code NONSTOP10 today. Right, time to check out this RHB first class coach. I absolutely love this route map which is displayed on every one of the small tables in every bay so you can follow along en route with stations and points of interest. The seats are really well padded on the bum and back and have winged headrests for extra comfort. The two armrests are fixed, but both are well padded and the legroom is good even with someone opposite you. The map table has one Italian style 2-pin power socket and a small bin underneath. On the to side of the coach there is an adjustable armrest between the pair of seats. Every seat also features a small fold-out tray table from the armrest. Up above you'll find coat hooks next to the opening windows. These also have blinds should you want to block out the amazing views for some unknown reason. Personally, I prefer to get those windows open and stick my camera out. Sound like a plan? Oh, and by the way, if you think these views are good, just wait until you see what's coming up later on. If you want ad-free early access to every video, great perks and to help me do bigger and better reviews, then become a channel member from just £1.99 per month. Just click the link above now or the join button in every video. Thank you! Okay, let's go and check out the rest of the train. This is second class, which is in a 2+2 layout and all in bays of 4 seats. These are still very comfortable and I'd have no problem travelling here for these short regional trips of up to 3 hours. They also have fully opening windows as in first class. Small bike storage areas can be found in the vestibules in every coach, or there is also a baggage coach which can also be used. You need a ticket to transport your bike and the price varies by route. You can also buy bike day tickets. The cab car has a multi-function area with wheelchair spaces and an accessible toilet. There is also a small section of second class seating which comes with great views out the rear, but unfortunately the side windows don't open in here. This being an Interregio service, we only call at a selection of stations today. There are 9 in total between Chur and St Moritz, including here at Thusis. The best train window views are coming up now, including the most famous landmark on the whole Rhaetian Railway, the Landwasser Viaduct. This curved, 6-arch limestone construction opened in 1902 and carries the single-track line over the valley below at 65 metres in height for 136 metres in distance, and then immediately enters the Landwasser tunnel on the far side. I'll let you enjoy this in full. Beyond this, we continue to climb until snow-covered peaks come into view, some of which rise up to over 3,000 metres. Our next calling point is at Bergen, a small village of just 500 residents. However, adjacent to the station you will find the Bahnmuseum Albula, or the Albula Line Railway Museum. This details the history of the line as well as many exhibits from its construction and operation, including a full model railway recreation. It's open from 10 AM to 5 PM daily. We are now coming up on the most interesting part of the line in my opinion. These railway spaghetti loops were used to gain altitude quickly in limited space. We have just come from down here. Many of the actual loops occur in tunnels inside the mountains, so it can be quite hard to orientate yourself when continually popping in and out of daylight. And we are now heading up here. We can see again below here the tracks we have just been on a few minutes ago. Just enjoy the views and that outrageous engineering that took place here over 100 years ago. We are now coming into Beaver, but unfortunately not stopping today. It's a shame as it looks a beautiful place that I'd really love to visit sometime. However, shortly after we do call at Samiden, which is today's penultimate intermediate stop. Passing us now is one of the Glacier Express panoramic tourist trains which operate the ultra-luxurious 7.5-hour services between St Moritz and Zermatt. I'll have a video coming up on this amazing train later in the year, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Just after here we diverge right to St Moritz, while the main line carries on left to Tirano and the Italian border. As today's amazing journey will soon be over, let me give you my summary on board the RHB Interregio service from Chur to St Moritz. I honestly believe that these regular trains are the best way to see and experience this region and its amazing railways. They are far more authentic and exciting than the luxury trains, especially with the opening windows allowing for epic photography. Yes, they don't have the glitz and glamour of the Bernina or Glacier Express services, but they come at a fraction of the price and you can hop on and off the regular trains as you please with an Interrail or Swiss Rail Pass. The only drawback is the lack of catering, but for shorter trips that's really not an issue. I had an amazing trip today and I'd highly recommend this to everyone, especially if you're a train or scenery connoisseur. We stayed overnight in the St Moritz area. With the help of On the Rails and his drone, got some amazing shots of the stunning local area. As I'm sure you can imagine, it's not cheap to stay up here, or indeed to eat, even more than Switzerland in general, but it was definitely worth it as a one-off, and enjoyed with a friend. We arrive in St Moritz 3 minutes early at 6:57 PM. Have you been on any scenic Swiss trains before? If so, on which routes? How did you find them? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching to the end. I'll see you in the next video.